Just one moment, guys. There we go. I think we're good to go. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. We are just going to enable my screen share over YouTube as well. Please excuse me. This is the very first time while I'm streaming over school and also over YouTube. It's a little bit of a process, but yeah, we are good to go now. Hope you guys had an amazing day today, morning, afternoon, evening, depending from where you're from. Let me just begin with a short disclaimer. You guys should be aware of the risks involved with trading because you are 100% liable with your financial decisions. If you're getting approached by somebody claiming to be me or somebody else from the staff team asking you for a donation or to invest into some kind of third party platform or into some kind of private investors group or into a crypto coin, because I've seen that as well, this is 100% a scam. Please just reach out to us via Discord or via school, or even if the even in the WhatsApp group as well. And somebody with, for example, in Discord, you do have the red name. If you're an official staff member, somebody is going to help you out, or on our email address support@strategyfactory.ai, somebody will answer to you shortly. If you have any questions within the live stream, please make sure to use either the chat zone or the microphone directly. Unfortunately, we have migrated from Discord, so we are 100% now into school and YouTube. And of course, with time, we are going to move completely towards school. So please, guys, make sure to grab your invitation. If you're not invited by now, please just let me know over Discord to send you over an invitation. And of course, things will be a lot more simpler because Discord is a little bit more complicated if you don't have a computer. But I believe school is a lot more simpler. It's more about like the Google Meeting. It's extremely simple. You just join. And if you want to unmute yourself or share your screen or do whatever you want, just let me know and I can actually give you the right to do so. On today's agenda, 13th of July, agenda is pretty stacked the whole week, as you might be already aware. Today, we are going to have a new indicator update from Yuli. As you might be aware, we have more than 30 indicators made, and Yuli, of course, went through them again. And he's basically updating them with the newest knowledge that we have, because, of course, we started in February, I believe, up until June. Things have changed, have improved. We also made strategies out of the indicators. We are proving that they're actually profitable by making very, very simple strategies out of these indicators. And of course, at the end, I'm going to upload everything on school, so you guys can basically get what Yuli is sharing in either open source, because today is going to be an upload made on Kalman AB with the open source indicator. And of course, once every while, Yuli is going to make an open source release. And of course, the other ones are going to be posted within Tradingview. Yeah, as well, tomorrow we are going to be back with me with the Elite Backtesters updates, how to become actually an Elite Backtester, some tips and tricks, some updates about my local backtester project, which in my opinion is turning to be amazing. I'm pretty much at the 2 month mark, and a lot of change has changed since then. And of course, tomorrow, 2 days after that, so Wednesday, is going to be a new indicator update again with Yuli. We have an onboarding every Thursday, and of course, more classes are being added constantly on school. So, I'd like you guys to be introduced to Yuli. He's a electrical engineer. He's also a teacher. He's teaching electrical engineering at the university level. Also, he has been with us again about February, I guess, so about 4 months already, close to 5 actually. Building indicators, building strategies, and yeah, if you guys have any questions to him, he'll be with us until the end of the stream. And also, he is available within Discord and also over school. If you have any questions about his project, just let him know. And yeah, without further introduction, Yuli, how are you doing, my friend? Awesome.
Can check it.
I think I must pause mine. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We are kind of new
We are
to
new to
this
this.
platform, so yeah. But it will not take long. So I think the screen is shared, right? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Um, we have the full screen enabled. Let me see.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, everyone. So before we start, let us take a short story about what we are doing right now. So basically, as Vlad said, in the first half of the year, we have managed to build a portfolio of indicators, about 23 indicators plus a meta indicator, how we like to call it, the multi-criteria decision analysis. And after we have built those indicators, we came with the idea to make a very simple take profit stop loss strategy out of them, just to see how the every indicator performs by themselves. I think we have some promising results so far. Also, because that idea it wasn't in the beginning, we have like 6 or 8 indicators in the beginning that we didn't have a strategy for them. So that's why for now we are presenting the revisit of that indicator and also strategy with preliminary results. So by now the idea is to revisit um, every indicator, because as Vlad said, in the end we have learned a lot regarding I don't know, methods, algorithms, coding, interface, and so on. So that's why we thought it would be a good idea to revisit every indicator, to have a consistent building, and yeah, double check everything, any kind of error, bugs, and so on. So basically, we are trying to release the polished final version of every indicator. So the first indicator we have presented some weeks ago was the adaptive Kalman indicator, which will be open source. Vlad already started to work on this, and yeah, from time to time we are gonna give you um, more open source published indicators, as well as the other indicators which most probably will be closed source, but yeah, the idea is that we can start to play around with them. So yeah, we have built these indicators, but now it's time to stress test them. So we can't. We are scientific people, so we don't trust anything we see in front. We have to test it. So for today, we have a revisit on the Smith predictor state estimator. Um, SPSE for short. It is a momentum and inertia oscillator in its own pane. You'll see in TradingView platform. So the idea of the indicator is that instead of reacting to raw price movement, it estimates a directional state using a predictor and a correction step, and then normalizes that into a sign score with positive, negative, and neutral zones. So the problem we've built this around, most momentum tools react to movement without showing whether that movement is unusual versus recent behavior. So in a noise market that fires on every push, SPSE focuses on the state of directional inertia. Instead, it reads velocity, predicts, and corrects a directional state, and only treats it as an event once the score clears threshold and passes the policy. As you saw on the other indicators, we have also came with a new feature for every indicator, the easy and expert mode. Basically, the idea is that we have implemented a single input, a slider that goes from 0 to 2, which allows you to test different setups, starting from 0, which is related to a very responsive regime. So something that is firing a lot, but includes also a lot of noise. Going to 1, which is related to, let's say, a balanced regime, and up to the value of 2, which is related to selective regime. So something that is more strict about firing, but of course it should be also more clean. So yeah, the idea is that in easy mode you have just one input, which allow you to play around with the setups. Once you make an idea of what you want to do next, or for example, let's say you have come to a setup that looks promising. Let's say you have some good results. You can then check the easy mapping table. So it will be a taggable button that will show a table with the parameters or with the inputs that had been changed with the easy mode setup. So that way you can take the values from the table, go to expert mode, set up your inputs, and starting from that point, you may go to let's say a fine tuning phase. So yeah, it should be um, easier, let's say for beginners to just have one input, but also for the more expert users to have like preliminary setup, and after that going for the fine tune. As you know, it is quite hard, at least for some indicators where you have, I don't know, more than 10, 15 inputs to play around with them, or you change something, everything change, and so on. You have to go over and over those inputs. So yeah, it's an idea that should be helpful for you to make the setups. Of course, along with this, with this indicator, the updated version of the code, you will have in the published version the documentation. In this documentation, we made sure that you find everything that you need to understand the indicator and to use it. So here you'll find an overview of the indicator, uh, the problem it solves, the core idea and engine, the event policy, and confirmed bar behavior, how to read the pane, the full input reference and tuning guide, the workflow, market notes, alerts, diagnostics, and so on. So yeah, in this documentation you should find everything you need to know about the indicator, and of course the limitations and disclaimer. So that is the Smith predictor state estimator, uh, pain-based state estimator, predictor and correction inertia, normalizing to a signed oscillator with thresholds and a dead zone, and confirmed bullish and bearish events with an optional bias filter. It is coming to TradingView shortly, probably under these tags. I will drop the link when it is live in the main chat, and also note that for some weeks already we have a dedicated Discord room, the AlgoLab Bulishore. You can check there everything we have built so far. There I put all the links regarding to the older versions of the indicators, the newer ones, and everything else. Also, directly there you can ask me any question regarding the indicators, or I don't know, maybe a feedback, or maybe something that you want to see in the future, and so on. Everything will be a help for us to know what also is the community desire, to say so. Thank you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Now, as we said in the beginning, for the first indicators, we didn't have a strategy, so that's why we have built something now. Let me share again. Let's see how it works to change it. Uh, so here, share. Let's see, Vlad, if you can tell me again, please.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yep.
Um, okay. So we have the SPSC strategy. And of course, we already have seen, let's say, this indicator with some improving on the interface. We can see here the easy mode behavior. So for these strategies, we are using only the easy mode input, just to have a rough idea on the performance of the indicator. So we are not going to start the fine tuning of this. We just want to make an idea. For this strategy, as you can see, I have set a take profit of 1.9%, which is great, and a stop loss of 1%. And let's see the performance of this setup. So we are on Bitcoin 4 hours. I forgot to mention. So we, by default, the indicator will start on 1, which is a balanced mode, a balanced regime. So from that value, as you can see, we have lowered it to zero point 0.8. So something that is more responsive. So again, we are on Bitcoin 4 hours over, let's say, almost 6 years, and we have a total profit of 466%. It looks great for now. Maximum drawdown approximately 21%, which is as we like to say, the acceptable community value around 20% drawdown. Of course, we want to be lower, but it's something that we accept it as a risk, to say so. Total trades around 1,000 trades over 6 years, which is very nice to see that we have many trades. It means it leaves us room for improvements to maybe improve the bad trades with, I don't know, some filters, some confluence, some better strategies, and so on. So out of these 1,000 trades, we have a win rate of 43%, which is not a bad metric, and a profit factor of 1.2, which yeah, is not something uh, something that looks too good. I mean, it's quite low, the profit factor, but for sure it can be improved. As I said, we have a lot of trades, so we can play around with this. Equity curve, we can see in the beginning the indicator is not performing very well, or not at all. After that, it has this increase and keeps, uh, I don't know, more like a flat zone. But as the curve is looking, it's increasing very slow until this point where we can see we have a shift in the slope with this nice looking increasing of the slope, and yeah, the best performance in the end as on most of the indicators. Overall, the equity curve looks good. Definitely, again, can be improved. We can cut the bad trades. Maybe we can improve this this part, or even from the beginning. For now, it looks promising. You can give it a back test session. After that, a forward test, and when you feel confident, you may go to a live test. Also, let's check the benchmarking. So buy and hold maximum value, um, something like three times better than our maximum value. So 1.62 K compared with 500%. Current values, um 1.5 times better than ours, so 779% compared with ours, which is 465. Minimum values quite comparable, so it's something like that. In this case, for sure, we want to be on the left side, orange team with the buy and hold. But for now, it looks promising by the, let's say, number of trades and the performance we have seen so far. Also, I think I have checked on some other market. Yeah, I think it was on Ethereum for hours. Something that looks quite the same. Drawdown is a little bit higher than what we have seen previously, but yeah, it's nice to see that the same setup it's working on other markets as well. As we'll see in the next setup that I have built. Good. So let's go for the next one. Here we are on Solana, 4 hours again, over the same, approximately the same years. You can see that from the balanced behavior, I have increased the value to a more stricter regime, 1.4, and we have a take profit on of 2.7, and quite a higher value than I used to build on this strategy is a stop loss of 1.9. The results on this setup, we have approximately 355% with a maximum drawdown around 22%. Total trades 551 with a win rate of 48%. Profit factor, again, quite low, 1.25. Equity curves looks nice even from the beginning. I mean, it start performing, and we can see that it keeps this, let's say, constant slope over this point. Here we have a drawdown, and after that, it starts to perform again. Overall, the equity curve looks nice, looks promising. Also, on this setup, we have some trades to play around, 551. So again, it leaves us some room for improvement, either by using some other indicators, or um, better to improve our strategy. I mean, for here, we are testing only the take profit and stop loss. Benchmarking, uh, so we can see again that the buy and hold, it has a maximum value better than our strategy, let's say two times better. However, current value in our case, It's also two times better than buy and hold, so approximately 360 compared with 190. So these values are better on our setup. Also, the minimum values in our case on the blue side, it is much better, minus 1.68% compared with minus 65%. Again, overall, it looks promising. Definitely, here you have to stress test it. Here, I also checked some other setups. Let's see. I think it was on Gala 4 hours. Okay, it looks nice. Here we can see this nice performance in the end. I think we had something on 2 hours as well. It had decreased a lot, but yeah, it's nice. Let's check again here. Yeah, I thought it started performing very well in the beginning, but not. So yeah, most of the strategies of the indicators needs some warm up in the beginning, and after that, it starts to perform. The idea on these other setups is just to show you um, that the same setup it's working on other markets, other time frames as well. So now we are on XRP. I have switched to XRP 1 hour. This setup looks quite good. 186%, drawdown around 22%. Again, a lot of trades, good win rate, profit factor which keeps quite the same, so a low value overall. Equity curve, quite same behavior, not performing so well in the beginning. After that, it keeps this constant slope until the best performance. Let me see what else I have checked. Okay, so you can see same setup on 2 hours, 4 hours, still working. And I think it was also on Ethereum 4 hours. Yeah, maybe this was the one. Yeah, so 4 hours, and let's check the others. Still have some positive values on the same setup on all time frames. I mean, of course, not 5 minutes. It's something different, but at least for what I have here as favorite time frames, you can see on Ethereum, it works on everything. So yeah, it's a nice thing to see that. So beside the same setup that is working on different market, it means that the mechanics, the math behind the indicator is working well and is, let's say, enhancing the crypto market, which is nice to see. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. These are the, let's say, the preliminary results of the SPSC strategy. Of course, after the indicator will be released, I will note you and we may start to play around with it, to optimize it, and to find, of course, the best results. Thank you.
Awesome job, Yuli. Thank you very much. Let me just exit the full screen mode, enable back my camera. There we go. And also return to my share screen and so on. Let me just remove this one. A little bit complicated on my end, at least, and figure out how everything works for the same pace and so on. But I believe it's turning out to be good with the school as well. So again, congratulations, Yuli, an amazing indicator, and also the strategy results are pretty good in my opinion. I mean, it's working on multiple assets, which is great. Tomorrow we are going to be back with some updates from my side and also with the Elite Backtesters updates. And yeah, the local backtester, which is like 2 months old now. So I have some setups which have been growing and forward testing from 2 months already. And yeah, I'm happy to share with you guys some of the results. And of course, I'm going to try to make them um, released for Strategy Factory as well, so you guys can pretty much use them as bots like you are very familiar, but it of course requires some tweaks from David to add in the leverage, the position sizing, and everything else. The same applies to Yuli's strategies as well. Also, there is a Discord refresh happening, not really at the moment. It happened like a couple of weeks ago, but it's full of dedicated rooms with people as teachers, which they are members of David Tech for years now, which are ready to train you and show you guys how to actually get started with David Tech, with the David Tech tools. You do have so many different things to learn. For example, we do have Reed, which is a copy trader master. He can, in my opinion, his best questions, if you were to ask him, would be, "Hey, how do I actually pick the best bots, or what statistics do you actually rely on picking them, and how to actually scale up, and so on." We have Yale, which is also doing something different, but more about selecting each strategy. So it's like a step before read, if that makes any sense. What else do we have? We have Yuli, of course, with the Algo Lab of building the indicators and how to actually create strategies, how to read the results, and so on. We have Soperator, which is teaching you how to actually optimize. So a step a little bit before actually attending Yuli's class, and so on. These are all just amazing. Also, of course, we have AlgoBot, which is a little bit of like a final step, which has a project of adjusting the portfolio as well, which is brilliant. I mean, you have so many knowledge, you have so many people trying to be helpful. In my opinion, it's amazing. And yeah, the whole David Tech will not be possible with these guys, with you as well, as part of the members. So yeah, thank you very, very much for being part of David Tech. I'm going to check if there is any questions within the chat while I'm also doing a short performance update. As you might be aware, we are in the top traders, top copy traders within various exchanges as traders, copy traders, and so on. You're definitely seeing some very, very familiar names and pictures wherever you look at. Also, some of our members have been notified that they are in the top 1% traders. For example, Fishing has been notified that he is in the top 1.3%, which is brilliant. Fishy has built the Trade Harbor. It's the best dashboard that David Tech never had. So he has put together with AI, which is brilliant, a dashboard for the David Tech bots. You can link them together, see how they scale up. You can link your portfolio from exchanges and see how it scales with the David Tech strategies. In my opinion, it's brilliant to see such projects based on AI. Like my projects, my local backtester has been entirely made with AI as well. There's also Read, which is again conquering the copy traders dashboards within various exchanges. You can definitely see some results right there. Also, please check them out because they have dedicated portfolios on Trade Harbor where you can watch their trading live. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for today. I think we're good so far. I've seen a couple of people saying hi. Let me just make sure that on StreamYard as well we are fine. Also, to the 25 people watching us over YouTube, X, and Twitch, please feel free, guys, to join our school.davidtech.com. By joining school, you do get access to Strategy Factory, to Trader Dev, to Discord, to everything that we put together and add into the same subscription. There's also a free tier available on Strategy Factory if you want just to check things out, like a one alert only. You do want a trial. We have a trial as well. Sometimes it's available for 2 weeks whenever we have a webinar, but so far it's available for 1 week at the moment. And yeah, I believe that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very, very much for being here. I'm going to see you tomorrow with some updates from myself, with some updates for the elite backtesters, and also my local backtester, which I'm very proud of. It's pretty much in the 2 months mark. And yeah, it has already some very, very good setups baked in, waiting for our trades. And I cannot wait to show them to you. That's it, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow, similar time. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.